Good afternoon from AlphaCars. My name is Tom, coming to you from our Northampton location, and today we're going to be taking a look at this 2013 Mercedes-Benz S550. This Mercedes is currently showing just over 118,000 original miles, and if you would like to see a high-resolution detailed photo set, please reference the listing at alphacars.com. There, of course, you will also find a free included Carfax report, alongside a long list of technical data related to the vehicle's remaining tire and brake life, as well as individual readings from each panel using our paint depth gauge. But today I'll take you on a quick condition overview around both the interior and the exterior, as well as showing you some of the more notable features. Starting on the exterior, you'll find it in very, very nice condition and a beautiful spec to look at here on the outside. Not sure how it comes through on camera, but it's finished in a very rich navy blue, and I absolutely love that color on a nice luxury car. You can see, looking into our somewhat direct sunlight, we do have really nice reflective quality on the paint here. Looking at the hood, gloss is great, clearly very well cared for. I'm not seeing any major swirl marks or scratching of any kind here on the hood. Now, moving really close to the bodywork, looking for any dings, dents, or scratches. Take you down the whole driver's side here. As I make my way all the way to the rear, there's absolutely nothing that jumps out to me as out of the ordinary. There's your usual little bits and wear marks here and there, like you can see on the edges of the door. But largely, beautiful presentation. You can see a small touch-up scratch just there that I missed on my first pass, but otherwise, really, really nice condition here on the driver's side. Looking at your chrome trim that surrounds your windows, that's all shining beautifully with no hard water spots or discoloration anywhere. Looking at the door handles, they're beautifully trimmed in chrome, and behind them is trimmed in chrome, and you'll see there's no scratching from rings or jewelry. That all presents beautifully as well. Wing mirrors, you can see no issues there, no scratches. And of course the roof is an entirely glass panel all the way to the rear, and that presents nicely just the same. Now, making our way to, actually before we make our way up front, let's take a quick look here at these wheels. Shining beautifully in very nice condition, a gorgeous metallic silver with the matching brake calipers behind. And actually, it's really nice to see that this blue trimmed Mercedes badge has held up well, because on just about every one of these cars that I've seen about this age, those emblems start to fail there in the center. So it's great to see these presenting so nicely. Looking here at the front fascia, this is my personal favorite design iteration on the S-Class. I think those big sharp headlights look great. That grille kind of coming to a subtle point there in the center. It gives an equally elegant and aggressive look here at the front. And this is no slouch, and we'll get to that once we get under the hood. But looking at the headlights, the design is absolutely stunning. So many details, all finished in chrome and a nice satin metallic silver, almost frosted silver that you see at the bottom. That looks great. The driver's headlight showing a slight amount of condensation, though it is extremely cold today and it did just come out from indoors. Looking here at the grille, again trimmed in chrome, matching the Mercedes star there on the hood, shining beautifully. Now, looking at the front bumper cover itself, you will see kind of a dusting of little speckles here and there of little road debris and things of that nature, which is pretty common. These cars are known to just eat up highway miles, but of course on the highway, that's where you're going to see things like this happening. But otherwise, it's all good here at the front. Now let's make our way to the passenger side of the vehicle, starting here with this wheel, again in gorgeous condition, and that center logo holding up nicely. Making our way right down the side of the vehicle. Making our way past the extremely long rear doors. You'll find it presents beautifully here on this side as well. And lastly, this wheel around 3 and 4 o'clock, just showing a little bit of rash, and around 10 o'clock as well. As I did mention just a moment ago, look at how massive those rear doors are. We'll explore why that's such an awesome thing once we make our way inside. Lastly, we're here at the rear of the vehicle. Again, just absolute perfect design in my opinion. Love the way the trunk almost looks like it sits atop the body. It's not really a part of it, and the way it all comes together at the base of the trunk. This is just peak Mercedes design language. in my opinion. Looking at all the chrome badging across the trunk, that all shines brilliantly. Those taillight lenses are crystal clear, not showing any signs of wear. And along the lower portion of that rear bumper cover, which is in great shape, we have those dual chrome exhaust outlets flanking that nice plastic diffuser panel. But now let's make our way inside, where you find that navy blue on the exterior matches so nicely with this brown interior. Kind of a tan and brown blend here. Let's take a look at the driver's seat, showing minimal wear. Looks very nice. And the passenger seat is just the same, even nicer over there on that side. Now, of course, being an S-Class, you do have some luxuries like soft closed doors, so I'll just gently pull the door shut and it closes all the way for me. Starting here on the door card, actually, looking at all of these controls, they look beautiful and have held up very nicely. Of course, all of your seat controls here. Not only do I have my memory settings, but using this controller and that switch at the very end, I can actually control my my passenger seat as well, which you'd be shocked how often that becomes very convenient to have. Of course, heated and ventilated seats for your front occupants, and it's all beautifully integrated into these nice controls. A little bit lower, we have our window controls and our mirrors, and all of those switches have held up beautifully. Stitched leather all the way across the interior. You'll find it on just about every surface that they could fit it. And you can see on the door cards it looks great, and it also conceals a little bit of extra storage. But next up, let's fire up the S-Class, where you'll hear a very nice sound. Maybe not through the camera, but you can feel when that engine starts up just how powerful and substantial that powertrain under the hood is. Let me turn down the climate control here so I can be heard a little bit better. Oh, there we go. So, looking here across the dashboard, again, as I just mentioned, stitched leather everywhere you look. All the way across the dashboard, it presents so nicely. Just ahead of me, a very simple gauge cluster. This is one of those early screen gauge clusters, but it does have genuine needles and gauges on either side, and then the center display is a screen, and that's very, clear why they did that. Once you start navigating these menus, you can see they wanted everything to be read clearly through that center display, and having a physical speedometer, that would be a bit trickier, but I think it was done very tastefully so that you would almost not notice. Looking just ahead of me, the steering wheel design is wonderful also. Looking at that nice two-tone design with that tan leather and the wood grain trim on both the top and the bottom. Dual stitching all the way around, holding up very nicely. And if I flip this nice switch just here, rock that forward, you'll see I do have a heated steering wheel as well as power adjustment on that same switch, which works fast and almost silently. All of my controls in perfect condition as well. Steering is very nice. It's just that right balance between light and heavy. It's nice enough you could turn it with one finger, but it does communicate road feel in a beautiful way that a lot of these big luxury cars miss out on. And this is, of course, my favorite S-Class, as I'll keep saying. Looking here at the gear selector, your cruise control, and your turn signal, all of which concealed nicely behind that wheel, and your gear selector paddles. Now, a couple of interesting things here. Of course, the infotainment screen there on your right, but if you look here just to the side, let me try to focus in on that. You do have a switch there at the very top, which will raise the entire vehicle in order to, let's say, get into a steep driveway or clear an obstacle in the road. It will do that nice and quickly. Then you have your sport suspension, parking sensor control, and then a very interesting control. And as you can see, it's a bit tricky, but the screen there in the center is actually tilting towards me. It's looking at me, the driver, which is a really nice function. But if I want to change that, all I do is tap that switch. You can see the screen now aims dead center, and then one more, it's going to aim over to my passenger, depending on who is going to need a clearer view. That's a really nice function, and I'll leave it there in the center. And then, of course, brightness adjustment, that's relatively standard. Now looking here at the center console area, beautiful wood grain trim that carries all the way from the steering wheel across to the doors. With that final edge trimmed in silver to match these climate control vents beautifully. You have an analog clock, as you would expect. Looks like a nice high quality watch face there in the center. A lot of controls here for your climate, all of which with those silver rocker switches. Little 4MATIC badge, just reminding you that you are in an all-wheel drive vehicle while you adjust your climate for whatever reason. And now we'll look here at the center console just below. This first trapdoor that you see when pushed in will reveal a 6-disc changer. Oops, pardon me. Next up here we have cup holders, very basic as you would expect. And then just behind this panel, the smoker's package, you know, the ashtray and the outlet. It smells wonderful in this interior and it all looks very clean in there, so I highly doubt this vehicle was ever smoked in. It does still smell very, very nice in here. Looking at the center control area for your screen, you can navigate various functions. Of course, in that screen you also have a nice high definition reverse camera. But also using this here, I can navigate to my radio or my CD player or of course my navigation. I can also look at my seat adjustment, which includes massaging, active bolsters. So if I take a hard right turn, my bolster on my left side will extend out to support my shifting body weight. So it's all very nice and you can dial it in exactly as you want. All these features are also available there on your passenger side. So I'll bring us back to the home screen using these buttons just here. So on that side, of course, volume and a programmable button just there. And also looking behind me, I can drop down those headrests if I need a better view of what's behind. And they all fall nicely back onto that rear tray, which is a nice feature. And using this switch, I can control that nice sunshade in the back. Moves down almost silently, and you can see it all finds its home exactly as it should. And then stows away out of sight, which is a really cool function. I'll do that one more time so you can see. That whole tray opens up to reveal the shade, and it finds its way nicely where it belongs. That's great to see. Just above my head, beautiful sunroof, which is you can of course slide open, but I'd like to show you the operation of that top, or the shade rather. Very smooth, very quiet. As you can see, it works very nicely. So next up, before we take a look at the wonderful thing that is the back seat, let's take a quick look under the hood and see what powers the S550. I'll meet you there. All right, so now we're here under the hood of the S550, taking a look at a absolutely wonderful powertrain here. But before we get into that, let's take a look at condition, moving around the outer edge of the engine bay. Again, consider the mileage at around 118,000 at the moment. Looking at how clean everything is, and looking at those painted strut towers and all of the associated hardware there, looking at the battery and all the connections in that corner, your braking connections just here, looking down the front of the motor at all of these belts turning nicely. See some exhaust components and lines just there. I mean, everywhere you look, it's extremely well cared for. Reservoirs are bright and clean, running extremely smooth. It's just a lovely thing. Now, the actual engine we're looking at here is the 4.6 liter turbocharged V8. Now, it's producing 429 horsepower, which is a great figure. However, it's also producing 516 pound-feet of torque, which is a really monstrous figure. And yes, this is 2.5 tons or so once you're rolling down the street full of fluids, but this engine does an amazing job at really hammering down. It feels wonderful. It's not an engine built for performance. It's built in the pursuit of smoothness. But when you put your foot down, you will quickly forget how smooth it is and realize it is a real powerhouse. And it's not only a luxury car, but also a real enthusiast vehicle. So, looking at those massive rear doors, I don't think the camera can really portray how huge they are, but just look at how far away from the vehicle the edge of the door is. Massive opening into the rear seats. We'll take a look at the door card condition. It looks great. You have a small concealed ashtray just there, again, perfectly clean. And the seats, though those headrests are down, they easily are picked back up. Try it with the other hand here. Very easily locked back into place for your rear passengers. Now, taking a look at the seats, those are in a great condition all the way across. Carpets look great as well. And now I'll make my way inside where, I mean, of course I don't have to make the comment about the legroom. It's absolutely remarkable. I have so much legroom. I mean, you can see I can fit just a ton in front of me. And you know, I have that driver's seat in a very relaxed driving position. I'm about 6'4", so 6'4", relaxed driver, just about laying down, sitting behind myself. I mean, I could just about lay down here as well. So rear passenger room is not a concern whatsoever here in the back of the S-Class. Just ahead of me, I have my climate vents, and with one touch drop away to reveal that power outlet behind a cover. I have actually a lot of control for my experience here in the back. Not only can I drop down the sunshade, let me zoom out. As you can see, that operates very quickly. But I can also operate my neighbor's sunshade. And then looking just above my head, I can close that sunshade and open it back up. And I can also operate this rear shade. I'll show you that one more time. Looking at that cover. And now I'll put that right back up. So you can see very nice amount of control here in the back. It's all in great shape. Dropping down the center armrest for extra comfort. I have some cup holders that slide out, and I have a huge amount of velvet lined storage, or a felt lined. It's a very, very nice, comfortable experience here for your rear passengers. Now, lastly, let's take a quick look at the trunk, which you'd think, well, okay, you showed how much room is in the front, how much room is in the back. Surely this must be small. Well, that's not really what Mercedes does with the S-Class. I could fit another couple of passengers here in the back. It is massive in the back of the S-Class. You see we have all of these WeatherTech mats for the vehicle in just amazing condition. Everywhere you look, beautiful condition, very well cared for. And then, of course, as you would expect, no need to close your own trunk. Mercedes will do that for you. Now we're back to business. So, if you have any further questions related to this wonderful Mercedes S-Class, please reference the listing at alphacars.com. There you'll find all of the relevant contact information. Thank you so much for your time, and have a wonderful rest of your day. We hope to hear from you soon. Thank you from AlphaCars.